What's good with y'all, man? It's KJ Lee, and I'm back with another vid. So, I'm doing a reaction vid today, man, just to bring y'all something different, man. But it was from this one trader that I be watching sometimes, or I was listening to his podcast a lot. It's Calvin, the new trader, man, and he had dropped this one video, and I instantly related to it. Cause look at the title. Why am I Forex strategy hopping? This nigga put ICT, smart money concepts, and supply and demand. Now, if y'all don't know, if anybody who's watching this didn't really know, like my main problem that I've came out and said plenty of times was that I kept going from strategy to strategy. Like I kept going from dual supply and demand to ICT, and I could never really find the balance and stuff. So I was like, yo, I gotta watch this video. I watched a little bit of it. I was like, it's a good vid. But I'm gonna kind of just save the rest so I can, you know what I'm saying, watch this for YouTube content, man. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get to the vid, man.
One of the biggest mistakes that I made on this journey of learning Forex is strategy hopping. And I don't wish this disease on anybody. That's what we'll call it, this disease. And literally what strategy hopping is, it's you starting or you get introduced to one way of trading. Let's say it's ICT. You get engaged with, you start learning from ICT. You start watching the mentorship. You're going through the videos. You're really excited. There's this community around it. You love what you're seeing. You love the results that you see others having. Trading with prop firms, using this method, this technical approach to trading. You're loving it. And you start doing it, and you start seeing some good results, but then something happens. The market changes. The market goes from trending, now the market is in a accumulation state or consolidation state.
I'm already knowing, bro.
Why isn't my analysis playing out? Why isn't what was working or what I see working for so many other traders, why isn't it working for me now, right? Because the market has changed. The market is no longer trending. It's in a range. It's accumulating, and you don't know how to identify that, or you don't think to slow down. Let me go see why the market is rejecting.
I ain't gonna lie, whoever editing his videos now be going crazy. Y'all see this editing, bro?
You find yourself trying to tweak things to make what you've been learning work with current market conditions. Instead of figuring out why isn't what I was doing already, why isn't it working anymore? Now this is me, like I'm talking from my real-time perspective and my real-time experience here. So instead of saying, hey, let me take what I was doing verbatim, let me not change anything. Let me take what I was doing verbatim and let me see why this is no longer working. Let me see why the market is rejecting me. Let me see and figure out why. Let me not change nothing. Instead of doing that, what do? We start tweaking things. Well, maybe instead of getting in here, maybe if I get in here, it's a better entry. Price will not stop me.
So just to pause it, bro, I've definitely done this like to a T. Like I could be using Doyle shit. I start winning some. I'm like, bruh, let's fucking go, man. Let's go. Next thing you know, I start breaking some. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Or maybe if I just did this, start getting better entries. Like, why am I breaking like this now? Then after that, once I start tweaking it, then that's when I really go on a big losing streak. And I'll be like, well, I guess supply and demand is not for me. Let me just go to ICT. Kind of the same thing. I win like 2-3 trades, big runners. I'm like, bro, bet. Let's go. This it. Next thing you know, start losing some. Like start losing. Break. I'm like, yo, let me start trying to tweak this. So I can just kind of tweak this instead of doing this. I can get in here. I'm looking at the losses. I'm like, bro, I would have got in here. I would have got an even more sniper entry, and I would have made up for these losses. So I'm trying to do that. Get in, break. Lose even more because you over here tweaking it. You know what I'm saying? And ended up like just on big losing streaks, never able to get consistency, bro. So this video is definitely hitting home, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and then I'm in a great space where I can hold the trade, right? We start tweaking little things. Well, let me change the entry, or let me change the stop loss, or let me change how I see this or how I see that. We start changing things, and then we start looking. That's the first thing it's a cycle that it's like every trader does it. Every developing trader does it. Then we start looking at other people. We start looking at interviews, and we see another trader saying, hey, I made this amount with this prop firm, and I used this strategy. And then we run, and now we're trading supply and demand. Now we on supply and demand now, right? Now we're studying that. And then we're trying to bring ICT concepts over to supply and demand, right? And we're now mixing two styles of trading, which is nothing wrong with it if it works for you and you are sticking to it.
Bruh, this nigga is literally like This nigga is literally just looking at what I've been doing and saying it in this video. On God, but it was the opposite. I went from supplying a man to ICT, and then like say like I'll be trying to mix them together type shit, so I don't be going back and forth and just fucking it up, bro. Like this nigga, he on to something, man.
But the mindset that I'm discussing here and what I wish for everybody, because what I do in this podcast is I share the things that have not worked for me. Yeah, I have a lot of wins, but I don't really want to talk about the wins. I want to talk about the moments on this journey that I have self-sabotaged myself. I want to talk about the losses. I want to talk about the frustrations, because that's what's going to help somebody. That's what's going to motivate somebody, okay? So that's what I'm choosing to talk about today. And so we start strategy hopping. We strategy hop because we want it to work all the time, and nothing works all the time. Let's forget about Forex for a second. Nothing. I've been married 8 years. Okay? I've been married 8 years, and I'm here to tell you right now that the feeling
Big
that
marriage.
I had when I first got married is not the feeling that I have every day for my wife. And I'm just being real with you. Nothing works all the time. That same feeling is not there every single day I wake up. There are moments in these last 8 years, I must say, where the feeling is the exact same that it was when we first met. And there are some days where the feeling, it has been 10x what it was when we first met. There are moments on the journey in 8 years of marriage where it's just days I look at my wife and I'm just like, man, you are the most amazing person ever. And then there are other days where it's like, I don't even want to look at you. I don't even want to be in this house. You are annoying.
Hey, on some real shit, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of hard for me to see myself getting married, bro. Like, no cap. Like, mainly for the fact, like, bro. Mainly it's cause, like, it's all the legal shit that come with marriage, bro. Like, 80% of marriages end up in divorce, and it's the woman doing the divorce. So it's kind of like, she can just leave me at any point and take half my shit. And I was talking to some girls and stuff. I was like, look, bro, if I do get married, bro, like, you gonna have to sign that big prenup, bro. I'm sorry, like. It don't matter, bro. You gonna have to sign a big prenup. And it was like, oh, but what if I help? Oh, I'm like, bro, look, bro, you're gonna have to sign big prenup. Like, if something happened if we break up on good terms, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But if you cheat or something and then we get divorced, why do you deserve half my shit?
And she'll say the same thing back to me. You get on my nerves. Go to the basketball court. Go to the gym. Go do something, Calvin. You get on my nerves, man. And so what I'm here to tell you is, let's just look away from Forex for a second. Nothing works all the time. There will be days where it don't work and it does not go the way that it went last time. But when that happens, and what I had to understand and what I had to learn, right, is that when that happens, you don't go and say, let me go get another wife, right? And say, let me go get divorced. You try to figure it out, right? You try to work it out. You work on some things. And if over time it continues not to work, then you think about the other things. But nothing is going to be the same way every single time. And so strategy hopping is a disease. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a disease that stems from us traders wanting to get the same winning result every single time, and we want to see it play out the same way over and over again, but nothing in life happens that way.
See, I'll say this. It's not that, like, I kind of used to do it kind of fast before, like, so I would say I'm trading, I kind of lose some in a row, and it said like 2-3 weeks, like, I'm just down, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I guess this shit is not working for me, I gotta try something else type shit. But it'll be like me breaking multiple times in a row, because like he was saying in the earlier vid, like, say I break like a few times, I'm like, damn, let me just trying to tweak this shit. I go and start tweaking it. I'm like, alright, bet. And it mainly comes from combines too. Like, it's never like the real bread. Like, it's really like the combines. I'm like, dang, this combine ended this much. Let me try to tweak this so I can get a better risk reward, move the stop loss, get more sniper entries and shit. And then that's when you end up like fucking with the strategy. And then you go on an even bigger losing streak. And then you just kind of switch to something else, bro. So it's just like you do kind of got to thug it out on some instances, but it's the thing is that's so hard is what is the point where you feel like you're using a strategy and you're just a brick machine, like when do you switch to something else without feeling like you strategy hopping? Or what's the instance where you kind of want to thug something out? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, it's personal preference, or should you put like a time frame on it? Like, or use this strategy for some months and see how it go, and then use, you know what I'm saying? Cause I just don't like being the brick machine, bro. That's why I be like, bro, let me switch, type shit. I'm trying to get better at it, but this is definitely like my kryptonite right now. On God.
Right? You go to school, you go to college, and you get a degree, and you get a degree in law, and you go put in your time, and you take the test, you pass the test, you spend a lot of money on taking the test, all that stuff. You spend hours studying for the test. Just because you get the degree in law, just because you pass the test, that does not mean that there's going to be a law firm that is going to hire you and pay you what you feel you deserve. It don't work that way. There is a 50% chance that you will get a job. There's a 50% chance that you probably won't get a job. And if you do get a job, you're most likely not going to make what you feel you should be making. You got to work yourself up to that point. And so, again, what I'm saying is, just because you found something that works, just because you found something that you're seeing social proof online that there are so many other traders that are doing this one thing and it's working for them, that does not mean that every time you do it, it's going to work for you. Hence the reason we strategy hop. We strategy hop because we want assurance from something that never promised to be.
Alright, so I really don't gotta watch the whole vid. I kind of got a firm understanding of what he's trying to say. I feel like when I kind of strategy hop, it's not necessarily like me just trying to win every time. It's more like me trying to find the perfect thing for my psychology. Like, so like I told y'all, like, I'll go through the same shit over and over. I'll go, and I've kind of came to a census on what I kind of want now. But this was pretty much me. Like, I'll be using ICT. I'm getting higher time frame wrong. Being the brick machine, you know what I'm saying, type shit like that. And I'll be like, bruh, I'm finna just go to Doyle shit and just get the one-to-ones and leave runners, so at least I can win a fucking trade. You get what I'm saying? Without like, cause with ICT I was just being the brick machine. Does that mean I just had to have more time studying and back testing and forward testing and shit? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But I'll just be like, but shit, supply and demand easy. I can tell high probability supply and demand. But my main problem with it is, like, when I try to go for the break of the candle, say I do win, and then I lose, I feel like it's a skill gap in it to where, like, that I don't have a good enough skill gap for it where, alright, because I seen, bro, like, I be in his trade room and stuff, so I be seeing what he does. And I watch all the Friday webinars, so he's cutting losses early. Sometimes he's getting aggressive. If he lose, then he's holding his winner and shit more than the one-to-one until he gets his profit back. And then I'm just not good at I'll cut the losses early, but then I'll try to get aggressive. I break, I'll get the one-to-one, and then I'll just kind of break even with it. And I'm like, damn, like, I just want some shit where I can get a higher RR, or I'll try to. It's a lot of shit that I was just fucking up with. Like, I'll try to leave a runner, it'll hit one-to-one, hit break even, so then I didn't make back my profit and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit, bro. Where I was just like, I don't have the skill just to, okay, cut, do this, you know what I'm saying? And then with ICT, I was just a break machine, so it was kind of like, I was just trying to find something for my psychology, because I wanted runners. Like, I wanted 1 to 2 minimum per trade type shit. But I couldn't win consistently. I kept breaking. That's why I was just like, bro, I'll just go for the one-to-one. So that's why I was going back and forth from strategy to strategy. It wasn't because I want to win every trade. I just want to have something that's profitable. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole main thing. But this was a very good educational video, man. Like, if anybody got anything from this video, bro, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, let me know in the comments.